welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Once you subscribe, hit that notification bell, join the clockwork crew, so you'll be notified every single time that I upload, which is every single Monday, like clockwork. I apologize for my voice. You guys, allergies have been, jumping me, okay? So I know I sound crazy, which is why I couldn't film yesterday. So it's going to be a little bit rushed on the editing, but I really want to get this video out for you guys because it's been a long time coming. We're going to face off. We have a foundation face off today between SheGlam and Rihanna's Fenty Pro Filt'r Foundation. Now, this foundation was my favorite back in the day. But once I tried this, I was like, oh my god, this is the closest thing to it. But Fenty no longer has my perfect shade. So today we're going to see how they actually match up by using one on one side and one foundation on the other. Hopefully they don't look too different. I know the SheGlam one is a little bit warm, but for the price, this one's about $8. Let me stop playing with y'all. For $40, we have Fenty, and for about $10, we have SheGlam. Now, I wear this one every day. I really do. This one's brand new, but look, I already have one ready. Okay, so we're going to see which one wins the foundation face-off, and we'll let you decide which one is worth your money. If you guys are ready to get into these foundations with me, keep on watching. Why you all in my grill? Okay, so as you guys can see, remove the hair, remove the septum. My face is already primed. I did use the NYX face glue, so everything's even. I didn't do anything different. My eyes, so my brows were cleaned up with my I did use concealer, my Tarte Shape Tape, to clean around my brows. I cleaned up as much as I can around my face, but it should make a difference. Let's get into it. Now, I'm going to use my SheGlam first on the right side of my face. This is in the shade Caramel again. It's the same exact one. I just buy two at a time because I can afford two at a time. Cannot afford two of the Fenty, just so you guys know. So remember, the right side is going to have my SheGlam. And I'm just going to go with my foundation brush. Yes, it's dirty. Again, I use this. I will use a clean brush for the Fenty. Ugh. So when I first bought this, it was like a SheGlam haul. I did an unboxing. It was a really long video. I did an unboxing and I tried everything, and I love this foundation. I also have the concealer. I'm not using the SheGlam concealer today. I will be using my Tarte. Did I wet my sponge? I did wet my sponge, y'all. This puppy, Barris, you don't have to be everywhere I am. He's too big for me to pick up and show you guys, but, 1 second. Right, so I don't use too much of this foundation. I think it's pretty thick. It offers, I think, full coverage. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit, and I'm going to do my best to keep it half of my face. So here's where we are. And you can see I have a bunch of dark marks here from acne scars. And this one, for some reason, it took forever to I hated it. But go with my kabuki brush, and I'm just going to blend it out. So yeah, so this one, over time, I guess, I don't know, as I've been trying to get rid of hyperpigmentation, granted, it was always a little warm for me, but now it's summer, so it should be okay. Just got a little harder to find foundation because I don't have warm undertones. I have red undertones and pink undertones. So Fenty was the first foundation I found that was absolutely perfect, and this was the closest one to it. I haven't used Fenty for so long because I didn't live near a Sephora, and to be completely honest, I didn't like Sephora's point system. That's really what it was. I stopped going because I don't like the point system. Ulta's closer to me. That's why I do a bunch of Ulta hauls and not Sephora. It's really that. It's right there. The points are really good. And, and I've just been trying different foundations. And why would I spend $40 when I can spend around $8 to $10 to get a foundation that I found that looks just as good? I just have to compromise on the undertones. But now, Fenty no longer has that shade because I keep everything. You keep the empties. You have to keep it for when you need to repurchase a product. So once I saw that was Go on, I had to get the next best color, and I don't actually know if it is good yet. I didn't even open it, but we'll see. I can always make it work if it's a little too warm, so you can see the difference here, which is like so funny because guys are always like, oh, you look the same without makeup. You just look lighter with makeup. There's no way I look lighter with makeup. I bronze heavy. I don't even have a foundation that's a perfect match anymore. Like, you can see the difference, but a lot of people don't even notice the undertones. So that's really what it is. But you see a little went a long way here, and you can really see the difference in my neck, but it's not awful, so I don't really care too much. So I'm gonna add a little bit just to really build that coverage up. But one side is good. Again, I didn't use a lot. I didn't need a lot, but you can see the coverage is absolutely there. I like that. And I even went the extra mile to take some micellar water and just split it down the middle. I hope you guys can see it on camera. You can really see here the warmth of the SheGlam foundation compared to my skin. And that's okay, but now let's get into this Fenty. Remember, I haven't used this in so long. I have the empty here. So here's the empty from the one that I used to wear. This is in 340. They no longer have 340. 340 even had the description that it had like rose and pink undertones. This is perfect. This one now I think is more on the neutral side. This is 350, and this was just the closest one I could have. First I went to buy it from Ulta. You guys know my points, baby, my points. Because once I saw that they had it at Ulta, I was like, yeah, let's do it. But as I'm looking, I didn't see the shade. And I was like, maybe Ulta just doesn't have this shade. I went to the Fenty website. They no longer have my shade. So here we are. This is really old. So there is a difference. This one is, I think, more neutral. I empties, y'all. But let's see what it's hitting for. I am going to go in with a different brush. Clean brush. I came with my Tarte concealer. So hey, Tarte. I wish I was sponsored by somebody, but I'm not. And it's brand new, so just keep that in mind. I don't usually put it on the back of my hand, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, how many pumps? There we go. So I just do the same thing here. So this is a little thinner. Maybe I know I look dumb. Just please bear with me. I always look dumb. Probably didn't shake it enough, but let's just go in and see. So right off, I think this one is not as warm, but I think it looks good. I also cover my lips, y'all, so don't worry about that. I think it also looks good. I don't know. This might be my new shade. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out now. I don't know about you, but for me, the more product on my foundation brush, that makes it a little bit stiff. It's kind of nasty. It just applies better. It does. I can't explain to you why that is, but it does. I guess because it's more like firm. I do like a firmer foundation brush. So far, first of all, Fenty feels so lightweight compared to this side. Guys, I just be doing stuff. And I will go outside like this. But as you guys can see, as far as the finish, I think it's pretty spot on. I think the finish looks really good, both of them. But you can clearly see which one is a little bit warmer and which one is like almost like skin. So I'm just gonna build this up a little bit more before I go off camera and do my base and just finish up the look, because we really need to see how it looks completely finished with all the works. All right, I'm not using two different concealers. All this, I'm using my regular face makeup. The only thing that is different is going to be the foundation on each side. So I'm just gonna build it up a little bit more. And yeah, definitely just needed to shake it up a little bit so it's not as runny. But I'm so happy to have Fenty again, y'all. I am. I probably just need to buy a different shade in the SheGlam, but I bought two before I realized, oh my god, I'm trying to get rid of all my hyperpigmentation even on my skin. I've also just been inside, so it's going to be a good shade for the summer. But wintertime, I gotta change it. I got to. All right. I think this is good enough. Off camera, I'm going to let it set. I'm going to finish up my makeup. Come back and show you guys how it worked well with all my products. Now, I don't think there's going to be any issue, but I just want to see how it looks completely finished, set. Like, I'm not playing. I will also be using the NYX face glue setting spray just to keep it, shut up. But I'm going to go ahead and finish off camera, come back and show you guys the final look, and we'll give our final verdict. We'll go for a brief recess. Here we are. So obviously this has not been 5 minutes, probably closer to maybe like 2 hours just for me doing my hair, finishing my face. I have completed my face in its entirety. I'm talking the works. I'm talking concealer, foundation powder, setting powder, highlight, everything. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Let's zoom in. Back of my face. Can you guys see the difference? For me, I can see the difference. It's very slight. Again, this side is more neutral where this side is more warm. But as for the finish, I think it looks damn good. Like if the colors were a little bit closer, no one would be able to tell. Absolutely no one. Do you guys even remember which side was which? Sorry. So this side, my right side, has the SheGlam, and I feel like I never said the name of this, but this is the Complexion Pro Long-Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation. This is it. I love this. I checked. This is $10.99. See, here it is. I don't know what the tariffs is doing. Whatever, but that's how much this costs, and it looks amazing. I love it. I've been buying it for a couple years now. I always buy multiple. I probably have to buy like a more neutral undertone, but it looks great. And they do have a more hydrating, they do have a hydrating formula for this. So if you're interested, but your face is more on the dry side, definitely check it out. But this is the SheGlam Complexion Pro. Now, the left side is my Fenty Pro Filt'r Foundation. This is in 340. This one's in caramel. This one is more neutral, but as you can see, very, very similar. You guys know this is not new. It's a great foundation. You guys can see it. It has medium to full coverage and very buildable, breathable. Also, let's say, I will say this one feels a little bit more breathable than this one. The SheGlam is a little thicker. I say both, you don't need a lot. So remember, it is buildable coverage, and this is this side. I don't know. $40, $10.99. Just keep that in mind when you're shopping. It's up to you. I have extremely sensitive skin, and I know that's always the concern when trying new products, cheaper products, more inexpensive product from China. You want to be aware of that. But again, I have extremely sensitive skin. I've never had an issue with this foundation, and I just think they both look really, really good. I don't know, but that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope if you are looking for a more inexpensive foundation that is really good, like the quality is there, you get the most bang for your buck. I want you to think about SheGlam. I know, just think about it. You don't have to get it, but look at the comparison. I said it immediately when I bought it that it was the closest I've ever found to my Fenty, and I wasn't lying. Look at that. It's the smallest difference. Again, I used half on one side, half on the other. Finished my makeup the same way, used the same products, but I think it looks amazing. And if you think it looks amazing, like the video, because y'all like playing with me. Y'all do. But that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you go ahead and like the video. It helps me out a lot. Let me know in the comments down below, what are your thoughts on these foundations and a foundation face-off? I don't think I even know of another foundation other two foundations I could do a face-off with. But I felt like this, I needed to do it. I've been saying it for years, and I finally had the time. No need for a wear test. You guys know I do 13-hour wear tests. Check out my foundation wear test and foundation review playlist if you want to check that out. But I don't know, I'm very happy with this. Am I going anywhere today? No. Is it like still morning? Yeah. I have the whole day. I'm just gonna edit. That is it, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Once you subscribe, hit that notification bell, join the Clockwork crew, so you'll be notified every single time that I upload, which is every single Monday, like clockwork. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time.